Siena, a city in central Italy's Tuscany region, is distinguished by its medieval brick buildings. The fan-shaped central square, Piazza del Campo, is the site of the Palazzo Pubblico, the Gothic town hall, and Torre del Mangia, a slender 14th century tower with sweeping views from its distinctive white crown. The city's 17 historic contrade districts extend outward from the piazza. Siena is one of the most famous Italian cities and a place every tourist aims to visit during a trip to Tuscany. It is famous for its palio that takes place twice a year and for its characteristic narrow streets flanked by brick buildings. Siena is a city where the architecture soars, as do the souls of many of its visitors. Effectively a giant open-air museum celebrating the Gothic, Siena has spiritual and secular monuments that have retained both their medieval forms and their extraordinary art collections, providing the visitor with plenty to marvel at. The city's historic contrade districts are marvelous too, being as close-knit and colorful today as they were in the 17th century, when their world-famous horse race, the Palio, was inaugurated. And within each contrada lies vibrant streets populated with artisanal boutiques, sweet-smelling pasticcerie, pastry shops, and tempting restaurants. It's a feast for the senses and an essential stop on every Tuscan itinerary.
Was it gonna be like that? Oh, I just wanted you so bad. Playing with my mind, was that your intention? Cause I'm missing you. I dove into the deep end. We wake up every weekend. Was it gonna be like that? Oh, I just wanted you so bad. Playing with my mind, was that your intention? Cause I'm missing you. I dove into the deep end. We wake up every weekend.
Siena was an Etruscan city in ancient times, but the era that is most evident in its architecture and remains a constant presence in the city's character is the Middle Ages. Siena was a proud, wealthy, and warlike independent city-state during the Middle Ages and held off its rival Florence in several battles before finally going down to defeat. Medieval Sienese art is unique and of great historical importance. Some of the most famous of the artists who lived and worked in Siena are the painters Duccio, Simone Martini, and Ambrogio and Pietro Lorenzetti, and the sculptor Jacopo della Quercia. Sienese people are fiercely proud of their city and their neighborhood, Contrada. Each Contrada has its own flag, emblem, Contrada Parish Church and Contrada House, which functions as a kind of neighborhood social club. The Palio, described below, is all about neighborhood pride and rivalry, and also constitutes the unbroken continuation of a medieval tradition associated with religion, pageantry, trash-talking, bragging, and occasional violence. It is taken very seriously, and is in no way a put-on for tourists. In fact, you are likely to feel less welcome during the Palio than at any other time, and there isn't the slightest doubt that Siena would run the Palio with great enthusiasm, regardless of whether any visitors ever showed up. That said, this is a city which depends and flourishes on tourism. Siena was a very poor little city for a few hundred years after its defeat, which is the main reason why its lovely medieval buildings were never torn down and replaced with modern structures. In the 19th century, tourists started coming. Nowadays, it is a requirement that new buildings within the city walls be built to maintain the city's character and beauty, with the result that the streets are lined with many neo-Gothic buildings that blend in with the genuinely Gothic ones. Siena today. As a walled hill city, Siena's Centro Storico is extremely picturesque, and from high towers, you can see the beautiful countryside that still largely surrounds the city, with a few notable exceptions, including the pretty yellow color of the sunflowers that are cultivated for oil for export. The Sienese countryside looks almost the same as it did in medieval paintings. The The Sienese countryside is part of the Chianti region, and therefore, it is easy to find good local wines in Sienese shops and to accompany your meals in ristoranti and trattorie. Sienese cuisine is delicious, and though some eateries are definitely better than others, it is difficult to find truly bad food in this city. In addition to being known internationally as a medieval city that's a great draw for tourists, Siena is known nationally as a university town, and there are also places for foreign visitors to stay for a few weeks and study Italian or other subjects. Most travelers arriving by plane will land at one Florence airport near Florence or two Pisa International Airport near Pisa. Buses of the Siena line connect Siena with the 3 Marconi Airport, twice daily, 2.5 hours, near Bologna, a favorite with the discount carriers. There is also a bus link to Pisa International Airport. And finally, according to our travel experience, we can say that Italy is an artistic masterpiece that every tourist should visit. And in this channel, we are trying to produce the most special and stunning places in the world in the form of a travel documentary for you.
So how we end up far away, all the things left still to say, trying to find my heart somewhere when I'm running from the pain. Love come back to me again. Stay.
Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to follow us for future videos.